All right. But yeah, so here we are back with the Wachumeqimeqi quest. We're going to be doing the Culmination quest line here for doing all of the crafting and gathering role quests. So this little storyline that'll bring them all together in some way. Usually the crafting and gather ones are pretty short and sweet, so we'll see where this little quest line will take us. With roleplay. I wonder if we're going to learn more about roleplay specifically, because I remember we learned in the Shadowbringers one, we learned a little bit more about what was the name of the leader of the crafter and gatherers there, like Cat something with a K. We learned a little bit more about her. The Endwalker one was very short and was pretty wild. It's just like, let's hold like a gathering of all of our research at Labyrinthos and then decide what we're going to do for research going forward. Space exploration? All right, let's go, apparently. So we'll see what we're going to be getting here. Roleplay is gladdened by your presence in Wachumeqimeqi. Well, if it isn't Kelvin, come to sample the fruits of your labor. These shops have gone from failing to flourishing. Hell yeah, they have. And with business booming, a delightful little idea has been simmering in the back of my mind. A plan I'd always hoped to put into motion. And now I believe I can. Now that I think on it, your help would go a long way to ensuring its success. Might you be willing to hear the particulars? But the middle of a clamorous market is no place for such a conversation. Clamorous market. Would you wait for me at Cornetrug Gleamsands? Alright, meet me in the Gleamsands. I'll be along just as soon as I find someone to stand in for me. We've turned the entire Wachumeqimeqi market around. From struggling to flourishing. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the Ethernet chart over here. I always forget there's this one out here. Also, it says not even your birthday yet. Oh yeah. I remember you said your birthday is around this time. Who knows what you'll get then? Who knows, man? Alright. Here we go. Destinating. Waiting. Waiting. My apologies for the wait. Time is pearl, as they say. Let's not waste a moment more. Time is money, friend. Okay. As you know, our country has endured much in recent times. The rite of succession had scarcely concluded when a dome appeared in Yassulani. Then came the invasion and the former Dawn servant was slain. Rest in peace, cool Jaja. Head of Resolve. Even so, I cannot help but feel this strife has only strengthened the bonds between the people of Tural. Why, even the Yakui have seen fit to come down from the mountain to visit. More heartening still, the Tuliolalan citizens, previously thought lost to the dome, have been returning home in greater and greater numbers. Are they now many of them? I can only assume we owe it to the government's efforts to repair the railroad. 7.1 questline. All of that being said, I think what we need now is a good sale, don't you? Oh, okay. Sure. Yes, a sale of prodigious proportions to celebrate our nation's melting pot of myriad cultures. After all, what is Tuliolal if not a house of countless beads itself? Oh yeah, because Wachumeqimeqi means house of countless beads. I see. Or what is Tuliolo, but also a house of countless beads, I see. We'll call it the Wachumeqimeqi Appreciation Sale and invite vendors from across the continent to take part. Doesn't that sound splendid? Alright, hell yeah, man. Like a little festival of crafters. As it happens, a merchant by the name of Mablu has been traveling around Tural on my behalf, speaking to anyone and everyone who might be interested. Wow, Mablu moving up in the world. She's everywhere. Also, the Leaplu, the person involved with the Pelu reputation, speaks of Mablu being their friend too. So Mablu, way to go. Mablu out here being like, don't worry, I got you. Everyone save those still living in the dome. But I feel it would be remiss of me not to extend them an invitation. Our relationship with them is a complicated one, to be sure, but Tural is no less their home than ours. Their presence here would afford us all the chance to extend a hand in friendship, yet I am woefully uneducated about their culture, and truthfully, making arrangements for this event has demanded the sole focus of my attention. Which is why I'd like to enlist the aid of someone intimately familiar with their present circumstances. Someone like you, provided it's not too much trouble, of course. Right, of course, or right, of course, or none shall go unappreciated on my watch. Oh boy. Right, of course, or right, of course. Oh, man. I don't think maybe not the most enthusiastic of them, but the second more reluctant one. I don't know if I want to do that one either, so maybe the third one. Listen, everybody gotta be appreciated. None shall go unappreciated on my watch. Thank you, Kelvin. You might be the most dependable artisan I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. We are very dependable. We are very dependable. Oh, hey, the squad! Look at these guys. We got the Alchemist Culinary Quest, the Metalworking Role Quest, the Leatherworker Weaver Carpenter Role Quest. I wish there was a better way to put those all together. I want to see something like textiles, but then like the carpenter one doesn't fit into that. and then the mining and botany one and the fishing. There they are. But Wachumeqimeqi has no shortage of candidates vying for that title. The most dependable crafters? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, lads. They're moving up in the world. Okay. The alternate unison there was a little bit jarring. In fact, these fine folks have volunteered to assist us with all facets of the event's preparations. Or hopefully enlisted your help as well, has he? Then we've a veritable army's worth of support behind us. Ripley has assigned me to the Asulani expedition. I'm glad to be traveling with you, friend. Oh, he's gonna go with us, alright. Dude, I'm glad to be traveling with you as well. Please tell me we're getting the other bun lad in on this for our little small journey together. And me. Got my Shocktero permit and I'm raring to go. Shocktero permit, alright, yeah, because I need the permit to get across the bridge, right? Well, you three are off handling that. The rest of us will put together some eye-catching advertisements for the big event. With quantity and quality in equal measure, of course. Yeah, that was the whole lesson in the metalworking role quest is quantity and quality. Yeah. I'm pleased to say that Whachumeqimeqi has also has also volunteered to assist in preparations. Whachumeqimeqi, the storyteller at the pub at Shipalya, the restaurant. Though I suspect his motivations lie entirely in the prospect of hearing tales from the dome. In any case, I pray for a sizable turnout. Alright, tales from the dome. Well, an expedition team? Your destination is a settlement found on the outskirts within the dome. Gelwin, can I count on you to lead the way? Alright, the expedition team being us two, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Shirolja. Yeah, I didn't mention it, so just the gathering role quest fellows. Yep. Alright, squadron, let's go. Wonderful. Travel safely and report back once they've settled in. As for the rest of us, let's get to work. Remember, no one is to overexert themselves, for we'll need as many hands as we can to help customers once the sale is underway. Alright. Looks like this might be a little bit more involved. We're gonna go on a journey with these two a little bit. Okay, a little bit longer than some of the... If we were actually going somewhere, it'll be a little bit longer than the other crafting and gather role quests we've had. Outskirts, here we come. When I said I might soon embark on a journey, I must confess this is not what I had in mind. And nonetheless, I'm ready when you are, Kelwin. With the train running again, I doubt our trip will be especially eventful, but Yuvlo, who's the other bum boy that was part of the botanist minor questline, Yuvlo insisted on tagging along as a bodyguard. Our little cadre is quickly becoming a merry band, it seems. Hell yeah! Insisted on coming along as a bodyguard. On the more the merrier. Seeing as Pashnide is in town for a visit, I invited him along too. Oh, Pashnide from the Walkie. Now, what say we mosey on out? We're getting the whole squad. Travel the outskirts? Oh, wow. Okay. This is the first time it's come up. Usually just forcibly yoinks us, but now it's just like, would you like to be forcibly yoinked? Okay, yeah, please. Alright, dude, I guess, gathering role quest fellows, welcome to the dome. The Thunderdome, literally. Also, Whachumeqimeqi said, wonder what to order for your birthday, Thai or Japanese food, or just a mix of everything? Ooh, good options. Good options. I guess since it'd be your birthday, man, it'd be yeah, make the hard decisions. Or yeah, like you said, like get a little bit of a mix. You always get a little bit of a mix too. Get a little bit of something from each, or now this would be a little bit crazier. Or do one thing one day and then do the other one the next day, and just, you know, like a double day birthday celebration. I mean, if you wanted to. I mean, if you wanted to do takeout 2 days in a row, though, that might be a bit much. That might be a bit much. And you know, sometimes takeout day nowadays it's getting more expensive for some things, but yeah, maybe a mix would be good. That would probably be a little bit more even if you can't make it. If you can't make a decision. Yeah, both of those sound good. It's been a while since I've had some good Japanese food, especially like sushi and stuff. I did find a nice sushi place near me because the last one I went to shut down during the one that we usually went to shut down during the COVID times. All right. Anyway, let's speak with the lot here. Yeah, here in the Thunderdome. Yeah, let's speak to this lot. Pashnine, hello again, my friend. I admit it's nerve-wracking to be so far from home, but the Uvlo has proven reliable in combat does have my magics, of course. Is fish-based blue magic. Uvlo? I'm a hunter first and foremost, which isn't to say I don't have experience as a guard. Still, it was a relief to have you with us. Shunye? I knew Yasulani had changed, but this is how the Shatona managed to survive out here all this time. Yeah, because considering that Shunye said that the Shatona are particularly have are very tuned to nature. Yeah, I concur. Also, yeah, it's raining, of course it is. Also, Rui said you missed Mongolian grill. I don't think I've ever had a Mongolian food specifically before. That sounds good. There's some foods that I know people I've heard that the people really like, but I haven't really tried. I haven't really tried like Korean barbecue as well. I always hear good things about it, and I'd like to go to a place that's like that eventually. But man, just ever since COVID, I haven't been eating out a lot. Been very rare to go out to a restaurant or anything like that. But maybe there's probably good takeout places. But usually when we do takeout, it ends up being like Chinese or pizza. All right, Danu Hanu. The desert had me feathers fluffing up something fierce, and now there's lightning got my wings all tingly. The sooner we finish our work here, the better. His wings? Wings, question mark, but alright. Now, how do you reckon we go about asking these folks to join our event? Seeing how different life must be here, I worry we might not see eye to eye. I'm sure we can find some, you know what? You find common ground, Donohano. Same as we'd ask any good neighbor, or we keep asking until we get a yes. Or we'll go with the first one, same as we'd ask any good neighbor. Nothing else for it, eh? Let's split up and start inquiring. But just know we'll be counting on you to fish us out of trouble if it comes to it. I just lead with, hey guys, we're envoys from Tyrol, and we're doing a little crafting sale festival. Would anybody want to showcase goods from Heritage Found? Or Solution 9? Also, Uri said so close to finishing out the delivery Moogle questline while you wait on queues. Oh, nice! Hell yeah! The post Moogle questline is it's a fun one. It's got a lot of interesting little storylines and lore tidbits, like continuations of some of the side stories, specifically with A Realm Reborn stuff. So it's a great questline. It's long though, because they add a lot of quests to it over time. But it's a long questline, but it's a good one. I really wish we get more at some point, because I wouldn't mind, you know, like they did a little bit with the Tutaru questline in Endwalker of like going back to speak with some NPCs of previous storyline and doing a little bit of catch up with them. That's where I really love the Tutaru questline that we got in Endwalker. It's really great. So yeah, I'm always game for more stuff like that. I'm really glad when they add side quest lines like that, and bringing back the post-Moogles and framing it in like a post-Moogle way of us delivering letters would be pretty great. Would be pretty great. Post-Moogles, hit me up, let me know. The cursed undies. Yeah, there is that too. There is that too. Might turn it into a Cupid glam. New Valentine's Day glam just dropped. But yeah, very interesting quest reward. Alright, so here we have Donohanu and Pashnine asking around. Hold on. I've been doing so many different voices, I'm gonna lose the specific accent. Oh, Kelvin, thank goodness you're here. Talks aren't going as well as we'd hoped. And you want me to go where? Where? Perfect timing. Perfect timing, Cohen. I was just asking this fine lad if he'd like to come and see Toliolo about her. Sorry, but I'm not sure I want to travel outside the barrier. Granted, I was born and raised in Yassilani, but I was a child then. I scarcely remember it. As far as I'm concerned, this is my home now. Yeah, I mean, it's been 30 years. If this kid, if he was 5 when the dome went down, then yeah, he'd be like 35 or something like that now. Even. Wait a moment. Are you the visitor who was asking about fish native to Heritage Found? Oh, hey! Yo, my dude. I remember we were asking about, because we were looking for the fulma sturgeon. We were looking for the fulma sturgeon. Dude, were you the one that gave us the really accurate information on the fish? Thank you. Like, there was a couple people that were just like, no, I guess there could be fish. And then one guy was just like, yeah, this is exactly what you need. I know exactly what you want. I got the fish stuff down pat. Also, busy say one day Luna will try tartar food. And life will never be the same. Hold on. This only comes up as a tartar steak. When I look at stuff like that, what are we specifically with this? This is just coming up as one dish. Hold on. That's spelled differently anyway. Also, no boo with the idea of something generally cursed. Oh, maybe don't do that. So, tell me what you want, what you really want. Yeah, he did indeed. He did indeed. In Russia? Oh, Turkey? Turkic? Turkey? Okay. I see. I guess I'd never heard people refer to people from Turkey as that before. Guess it never came up. Okay. I see. Yeah, maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. As you know, I'm not really very adventurous when it comes to food. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe if the opportunity arises. Alright. Yeah, are you with a visitor who was asking about fish native to Heritage Found? What was that about, if I may? Okay, so yeah, so this is Pashnine. He's a member of the Wachumeqimeqi, who is a group that's off somewhere in Shaktral to the east? Somewhere in Shaktral. Somewhere up there. And they practice magics that they basically like take from beasts or whatever have you, and he's kind of got his own individual flair in it. He uses fish. These formidable fisherwomen came here at my request and caught a fulma sturgeon that I might master my tribe's magical arts. formidable fisherwoman. And she managed to hook one. That's no small feat. A fellow aficionado. A fellow aficionado, are we? Aficionado? Tell you what, make the trip to Tuliolo and you're welcome to browse my collection of fresh, fantastic specimens at Fish Fancy's Dodoharu. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna be adventurous. He's gonna go outside the dome. No, that's not far. I would be hard-pressed to refuse. Why not? Perhaps I'll invite my family along, too. Alright, slowly getting people to travel outside the dome. Let's go! See the world beyond. Look at the sun for maybe the first time in their goddamn lives. These poor people. They just don't know. Thank you. But before I let you go, I'd love to hear a bit more about the local swimmers. See, there you go. You touch on the common ground. They've certainly become fast friends, haven't they? I suppose I should have expected to find fish enthusiasts in every far-flung corner of the realm. If nothing else, everything appears to be going quite swimmingly now. Swimmingly. Leave it to us and we'll see to it that he and his family make it safely to Turiolo. Now you got me curious about what lies beyond the barrier. Hell yeah, dude, expand thine horizons. I want to see with my own two eyes. All of it. Fish included. This one's got the certain eye for fancy fish, let me tell you. Forgetting our mission. Who, me? Oh, no, ma'am. No, I'll remember the mission. I'm just also talking about fish. Also fish, though, Kelvin, fish. I never dared to imagine you and that foam sturgeon could have led to such a riveting conversation. But worry not, Kelvin. I do believe we can take it from here. All right. There we go. And let's see what's happening on the other side of town with the bum boys. Here we go. Ooh, they're talking to one of the Shitona that lives here. I guess, yeah, part of the storyline, because Uvlo is from the mountain Vieira tribe from the mainland continent. I guess would it fall under? I think it would fall under. Would it be under Ilsabard? I guess it would be. Is the main continent called Aldenard? God names. Authored Aldenard. No wait. Authored Ilsabard Aldenard. Aldenard is technically encompasses a Orzi, I think. I don't know if there's a word. Is there a word for like the continent as a whole? Anyway. Anyway, he's from the Scate range, Vieira tribe. And then, you know, Shunye is a Shitona, and Uvlo crossed the sea to learn more about the Shitona, and we got a little bit about him talking about a little bit about the Scate range Vieira as well, so that's been grand. Some grand little tidbits of lore. So I guess it was focused a lot about the different cultures, the different Vieira groups. For Blossom, we managed to find someone willing to hear us out, but it remains uncertain whether Master Shunye's efforts will elicit a favorable response. Alright, you have my attention? And since it's an appreciation sale for the peoples of Tyrol, naturally the citizens of Alexandria would be most welcome to take part. That sounds like a marvelous idea. I'm something of a traveling merchant myself, you know. Oh, is she now? From local farm produce to electro boa, I aid in the distribution of all manners of supplies. Ah, yes, ore, mining, farm supplies, botany, botanist miner, right here. Perhaps someone among my network of contacts could help me put together a storefront for your event. So the Chotona way of life within the dome is no different than without, centered on the blessings of the land. Blessings of the land. You sound like my mother. Perhaps our way of living is the same, or perhaps not. I've never seen the old Yasalani, so hard to know for sure. Sounds like her mother. I guess for them it would be like, oh, that's you know, the old person speak. Anything that comes from the older generation, that new Tyrol. Say, before we wear ourselves with this appreciation sale, why don't the two of us get properly acquainted? Oh, okay, all right, okay, lady. I'm sure there's much italics you could teach me. Oh, is she hitting on you, Vlo? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Well, lad. Teach. You misunderstand. I'm no expert on Chotona. I'm merely visiting Vera from Authored. Okay, it falls under Authored. I was just like, where exactly? But that, technically, it's the between, you know, Ilsabard and the rest of Authored. Okay, alright. Falls under Authored. What does that have to do with anything? Listen, lad. That's not what I'm asking you. Pick up on the context clues. I suppose it doesn't. Well, you rose undeniably great fun to tease. I must ask you to press no further. We need all the able hands we can to get to prepare for the sale, and I'm not leaving without him. Back off, lady. This bun boy's taken. Is that what she is going with here? Listen, a lot of people were just like, oh, they're going to travel together. Oh, romance? Fine. In lieu of an apology, I'll be sure to inquire with all relevant parties. I hope we'll meet again at the sale. There. The expedition team appears to have matters well in hand. Now would be an opportune time to return to Trolliolo and inform Ropley of their success. Alright, lads. To pay our negotiations are off to a smooth start. Rest assured we will work together to see this through to the end. You will? I mustn't assume the Chotona are identical to my own people, and yet I cannot deny there are no few similarities. Am I merely fumbling for excuses? Alright, so we are also to talk to the other squad as well. Okay, so we can return to Tuliol now. So it makes you have over 190 ethnic groups, so yeah, I'm not surprised that you haven't heard of them in Russia, I see. If you want to see, like, true Tartar food, then Zerb Belish with goose. Or okay, no, I haven't heard of any of these things. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh. It's like this. This looks kind of like a pie. Hello, I am back. I am back. I return. That was fucking weird. I transitioned scenes, and then OBS just decided to close. That's all that happened with that. OBS was just like, nah, I think we're done. Anyway, I brought this up, and then it was just like, it was freaking closed itself anyway. So yeah, meat and potatoes pie. And then you also said, this thing. Wait, hold on, I misspelled. That's not right. Typed where C should be, I've typed X's. There we go. Okay. Like little tiny, the meat pies. It looks like, God damn it. I forget what it's called. Is that for some reason the word is escaping me right now. Yeah, I've had food like this before. Anyway, though, that was really weird that OBS was just like, bye. That was interesting. Empanada. Oh yeah, it looks similar to that one. I've googled it. I think probably like very similar to a lot of different foods in different cultures. I'm trying to think of what the word I'm thinking of is. It'll come to me. It'll come to me eventually. Anyway, though. Heckin' weird that OBS was just like, it just decided to be like, just peace out on me, man. Let me see. Hold on a second here. Oh yeah, unfortunate stream gets, VOD is gonna get split in two. Unfortunately. Okay. Well, let's return to Tuliolol. Let's return to Tuliolol. I also take a sip of water here before we continue on in the the freaking Wachumeqi quest here. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. All right. Oh wait, hold on. We can teleport. Hold on. We can teleport. Oh, wow. They've got a little dirigible or whatever set up here. Okay. Shops closed while we put together decorations for the big event. If you're looking for Pimika, she's handling the paperwork, and Zerolja is off spreading the word. Okay. Of course, Pimika being the leather worker, carpenter, weaver, role quest person, and Zerolja being the juice maker for the alchemy culinarian. Kelvin, already finished speaking with the denizens of the dome, are you? I should have known it wouldn't take you long. All right. Couple of player characters there just collapsed on the ground. Okay. All right, Ropely, we return. Things have gone well. Besides, you know, OBS just spun around on us. The quest-wise, things have gone well. I see. You've returned from the dome. The expedition team is finding success, I hope? Yep. A little bit of rock start, but we found common ground and everything like that was all good. Excellent work. You have my thanks for overseeing their efforts. While you're at it, would you do me a favor and check on the rest of our dear shopkeepers? In particular, I'd like to know how Pemeka and Whachumeqimeqi are faring. And I think they would be heartened to see you. You'll find them processing entrance at the Arch of the Dawn. Alright, alright. By all means, go and make your rounds. The others will surely be delighted to tell you of their progress thus far. Alright, we're starting with Pemeka. Out, oh yeah, over here by the Arch of the Dawn. Hold on. Must remember the goddamn Ethernet shard back here. Forgot I'm not on White Mage. I don't get a dash. We only have the sprint. God damn it, Square Enix, give us a second sprint bar in the cities. Give us a second sprint button. You've done it in Island Sanctuary, you can do it here, god damn it. Somebody out here all ducked out for the holidays. This is a cool looking Hrothgal. Like that they've added the makeup so it looks kind of like they have the stripes the same color there or whatever. This is a cool one. It's always cool when people do interesting customization option things with their characters and making the makeup look like stripes. That's a solid one. Solid. Also a fellow enjoyer of the yellow and blue eye. The yellow and blue eye. Oh, we have some of the Kui here. Up in here's Whachumeqimeqi. I heard Pemeka would be taking part in the sale, so I offered to help. Wouldn't want her hand falling off from all the writing now, would we? Fortunately, Brokevu was quite willing to give me the time off. Alright, and Pemeka? To reserve a stall for the event, you must first submit the proper paperwork. But if you'd like, I can help you fill it out. You need only tell me what to write. She's offering her services as scribe. By all means, spare me the hassle. But first, are alpacas allowed in the market? Peddlers like myself wouldn't have any business after all, would it not for our fussy four-legged friends? I see. Let me write in request under special accommodations. So then... under special accommodations then. So long as you keep the stall clean, I don't foresee any issue. Thank you kindly. She's very well behaved, I assure you. By the way, what's this I hear about an establishment serving juice blends? Most days I get by on mate, but I'd love to stop by and have a cup if I find the time. Oh, dude. The news of the juice blends have spread far and wide. Getting some fame. The juice stand. We're currently compiling a catalog of all the storm fronts that will be open for business during the sale. I'm sure you'll find plenty that suits your fancy. I deal primarily in stone sculptures, as well as the tools traditionally used to carve them. All created in miniature, of course, to fit to Rayolan hands. Okay. Wonderful. Everything seems to be in order. Allow me to fill out a vendor application on your behalf. They really are getting artisans all from all from all the way across Tural and beyond. Like I said, a little bit of a festival. Bunch of shopkeepers show off their goods from across the hall. If you should have any further need of my pen to prepare signboards or price tags, I'll be happy to assist you. Oh, look at Whachumeqimeqi go, man. It was during the quest line that he was like, you know what? I should probably learn how to read and write Terali's script. There you go. That would be most helpful. The script used here holds no meaning for a Yokui like myself. Now the sale is shaping up to be a most wondrous event. Would you not agree? A beautiful tapestry of different cultures threaded together by the spoken word. Which reminds me, I'd love to hear more about your culture. Surely you have a little time between tasks. Man, the storytelling feed. Maybe, you know, share a tale with me? Whachumeqimeqi, you scoundrel. Is this why you volunteered to help? Listen, I need more unique stories for the storytelling. Gather all the stories. Dude, man, I feel you, dude. This is what I would be doing too. Like, hey, also, a little bit of question about some of the lore, eh? Also, care to tell me more about yourself, maybe, eh? You needn't worry about us, Kelwin. We're tasked with welcoming all visiting merchants, and it's been a steady stream thus far. Really, if anyone's struggling at the moment, I fear it might be Shirolja. She agreed to handle event promotions so we could focus on assisting visitors. You should be able to find her at Bright Bloom Post. Alright, these guys doing okay apparently at Pemeka. We're working hard to ensure that the merchants who participate have to do as little paperwork as possible. After all, we want them to enjoy the event too. Whachumeqimeqi. Having worked at Chibali FTA, I'm confident in my ability to make customers from all corners of Tyrol feel at home. The key is to find common understanding, be it through careful explanation or apt comparison. Hell yeah, man, yeah, common ground. Alright. Let's go find Shirolja then. On the other side of the city. On the other side of the city. Away! Parkour. Alright, up to where the Landsguard's post. Oh hey, there's Halnaruk as well, our Moblin friend. Big heart thanks for sweat work of the Landsguard. And Shirolja. I know how hard you folks work every day to keep Tuliolo safe. And I have just the thing to put a spring back in your step. That's right, fucking juice. All kinds of juices, all kinds of concoctions, medicinal, help you in every sort of way. This event is about giving heart thanks for sweatworks of the whole community, and that includes landsguarding. Tell all your fighty friends to come and try Juicy Mix at Wachumeqimeqi Appreciation Sale. Sorry, Kelwin. I didn't mean to ignore you. Nah, man, you were talking. That's all good. I just couldn't risk losing my momentum. Hell yeah, lass. We're handing out the free samples, you see, to help promote the sale. Nice. Halnaruk's been a great help thus far. Almost no grumbling, if you can believe it. I'm a little nervous for our Alexandrian guests to sample our wares, though. What if they hate all of our drinks? I mean, it could be a unique experience for them because we don't know. They probably have very different drinks in Alexandria, but you know, they're still people. I still think they might enjoy a little what you have to offer. You spent some time inside the dome, haven't you, Kelvin? What can you tell me about the Alexandrian Palais? They do eat some weird things, though, like when we had to pick the different foods to eat, with what food to try out when we were touring the Solution 9 with Sveen. And there was like the fruit pellets, the like steak in a can, the steak in a tin, like the salad paste or whatever have you. And there was like the one side quest with corn servant, where you know, the guy didn't have appreciation for like food grown from the land or whatever have you. So, and then on top of that, their whole like drink situation is like pretty crazy in terms of like all of the like energy drinks and vending machine stuff and coffee. But you know, I'm sure they'd be able to find something. What do you mean, just canned food like any normal modern society? Well, I mean, I guess that's true. That's true on the one hand, but salad paste? Sounds kind of like space, like this, like space food kind of vibe. Making something to paste. Same thing with like the fruit pellets. So I guess fruit pellets could be like candy fruit pellets or stuff like that, but that didn't seem to be the vibe. That didn't seem to be the vibe. Alright, they have energizing drinks in vibrant colors. They very much do indeed. Or good juice transcends all borders. That's true as well. Well, she specifically asked me for the Alexandrian palais, so we'll go with this one. It's very true. They do have this. You know, that sounds a lot like Buniwa soda, which is like sparkling water that they had. Maybe they will like my drinks after all. Yeah, man, it'll be all good.
Shrilcha will never be a master juice keep while spouting the doubt feels of an amateur.
Oh, the doubt feels of an amateur, man. I beg your pardon. I was merely trying to be considerate of our customers' preferences.
Is Kelvin ear catching these addle flaps? Kelvin, you hearing this shit? If it wasn't for professional stuff seeker Halnarook, Shrilcha would give herself belly pains from so much overthink.
It is true. She does have a tendency towards self-doubt a little bit. But it's good to be considerate too. Ignore our squabbling, Kelvin. You've given me the confidence I need to offer my refreshments to everyone who visits Wachumeqimeqi, no matter where they come from. Hell yeah, lass. More importantly, I do believe Raul Soj and her assistant are building us some rather unique promotional decorations at their workshop. You should go and see for yourself if you haven't already. Was it the little airship blimp model thing? Do you think the rest of the expedition team will stay for a meal while they're in the dome? I'd love to get some inspiration for a new juice blend.
Halnarook is eager for Domelanders to try Buniwa soda. The fizzy pops alone are worth a taste tip.
All right, and then back to Wachumeqimeqi. All right, we already spoke to these guys.
Karen, already finished speaking with the denizens of the dome, are you? I should have known it wouldn't take you long.
Kelvin, welcome back. I think things are going well out in the dome. Well enough, well enough. Glad to hear it. Well, you've been gone. Me and Papani have been rigging up these big old decorations for the appreciation sale.
I just designed them to resemble dirigibles, like those stationed at the landing to the west. And to me, they're a symbol of Turiolo, connecting all our disparate communities in a fashion not unlike the chain of a necklace.
Okay, the balloons, chains for the beads that is Tral. Or in this case, there's also the trains.
Progress has been steady too, owing to Pameka's generous provisions of cloth and paper. Now all that's left is to decorate Wachumeqimeqi with our finished pieces. But, well, now that you're here, might you be willing to place them for us? I'd like to use the time we have left to keep building, if that's alright. I think a few more would really set the mood.
We really want the sale to be a success, Kelvin. Once you're finished, let Ropley know we're nearly done here, yeah? Alright, smile and nod, leave it to me, just Pat. Let's go. She hands it over to me and I do like a put in my pocket gesture with these entire things. Alright, okay, sure.
Save for a few simplified areas, the scale of course, I've stayed faithful to the design of a real dirigible. Don't they remind you of cute little birds?
I guess I could see it if this was like the beak. And then this is like, I don't know, like it's a little tail part. I don't know. I can see it, I can see it. Like a little like puffed round bird, sure, yeah, why not? Alright, Raul. We designed these balloons for easy assembly. Just put them wherever you reckon we'll get the most eyes on them. Oh, and tell Ropley once the decorations are in place. Alright. Putting one here. By the fish doll. There we go. And then one over here at the end of the stalls. Or this area where it's supposed to be like, and there's more beyond. Barely. Honestly, could have just opened this place up, but they're just like, nah, we're not gonna have... Like, look, there's hardly anything up until the freaking rift area. Just let us go. Let us explore there, eh? Copperstone. Alright, and then one here, I guess. Empty stall, empty stall. Alright, good enough. Here, they also light up a little bit. That's nice. That's nice. Alright, now we talk to Ropley. Tell me, Gallowin, how is everyone doing? Things are proceeding apace. It seems they're as passionate about this sale as I am. I appreciate you checking in on them. Likewise, my preparations are proceeding apace. All that remains now is to ensure that our visitors are permitted entry into Turiolo. Speaking of which, I received word from Shunye that he and the others will be here soon, accompanied by all those who wish to peddle their wares at the sale. Why, I can see the balloons from here. There's nothing like adding a touch of flair to a busy market, don't you think? Oh, the balloons that they made, okay. I thought I meant like the balloons coming in. If everything keeps to schedule, it won't be long before the Wachumeqimeqi appreciation sale is ready to begin. Stay and watch a while, won't you? Observe the Wachumeqimeqi appreciation sale, alright. Let's see the fruits of our efforts. Oh, we got some Alexandrian people as well. The little mamool jababs. Some yakui. There's Halnarug peddling the juices. How about the Vuniwa soda? The herbs and spices will perk you right up.
Best of all, first timer can taste it. The crisp, cold fizzy pop free of charge. Free samples, that's right. Free samples, mother truckers.
Oh, is that the fishing lad dude from Heritage Found? Oh wait, fuck, the quest text going.
While we're at it, we should tell them of our new home. Any recent developments to share?
Sure as fuck. I didn't realize the text was fucking going, alright. How about those 30 sentimental tools? We'll have them ready to you before you leave.
And we'll craft them to fit your hands, of course, quality guaranteed.
The camera work in this expansion they've been doing nice flares with the camera work. Mablu!
Now tell me, ladies, which of these fancy catches do you fancy the most?
Now we stop. Okay. Hold on. Pameka, what did you say? Your text went by so quickly. A letter to a relative here in town. Certainly, and you're in luck. We're offering a special discount today. And then when he says, well, right, we should tell them about your new home. Any recent developments to share? Okay. That's what we missed. I wasn't really realizing we were fucking going. All right.
If you're interested, I can teach you how to cook them.
Yeah, Passionine, the excellent cook, because apparently his specific version of the Wallaki magic means he has to eat the fish that he later can cast with. Up there's a little alpaca that they set up here. Oh, and here we go. The mining and Bonnie Bun Boys. Rest assured, I have no intention of closing shop either way, especially now that I have a reliable supplier. Uvlo. Up and there's this lass again from Heritage Found. Did I not hear her invite you to browse her wares? Have you no interest? Of course I do. She said she's brought a variety of traditional Alexandrian handicrafts and other exports. But I'm, on duty at the moment. Dude's kind of oblivious. He doesn't realize he's being hit on. Oh, and here's the Alexandrian stall with all the different Alexandrian foods and things. The little electro boxes.
Oh, Kelvin, the Wachumeqimeqi appreciation sale is a tremendous success. It warms my heart to see so many happy faces, and on both sides of the bartering table. Commerce is a delicate balance between supply and demand, between customers who labor for coin to spend, be it Pel or Gil, and merchants who labor to receive it, only to spend it elsewhere in turn. In that way, we are Wachumeqimeqi, all of us beads on the chains of commerce.
Sure, also great shot here, great shot. Not.
Now, what are you waiting for? This is a golden sales opportunity. Get out there and browse to your heart's content.
Do we actually get to do that, or is it just gonna be like, nah? Just, okay, alright. Actual crowded market shot. Oh, no, we don't. There we go. And that's all she wrote. Alright, Ropley. Truly, it is a joy to know that so many have enjoyed the sale. And to think, were it not for the support of a skilled artisan like yourself, our fair shops might still be struggling to this day. Yes, I dare say this event was a gesture of appreciation for you as well, Kelwin. Wow. Appreciation for us. I hope we can always count on your patronage here in Wachumeqimeqi. Alright, okay, and yeah, we're okay. We're getting the replica balloon. As a tabletop item, very small replica balloon. Add intrigue to your abode with a little piece of the Wachumeqimeqi appreciation sale. That's great. I love collecting knickknacks to show the different travels. The different travels the Warrior Light has gone on. Definitely have to find his place for this. Alright, Beater of Bonds. Interesting. Another title. Alright, there we go. That was the Wachumeqimeqi, the Crafting Gathering Roll Quest Culmination quest here for Dawntrail. Let's see if any these guys here have anything else to say. It's another busy day here in Wachumeqimeqi, but we're always thankful for your custom. Be they neighbor or tourists, people of all cultures are brought together by commerce. You too are a precious bead in our necklace, Kelvin. Never forget that. A precious bead in our necklace, man. Alright. Because Wachumeqimeqi means many beads or whatever have you. Halnarook, how's it going? How'd it go?
Duke's craft profits are swift soaring, so Halnarook had better start stuff seeking for more tasty fresh.
Good to see you, Kelvin. I'm happy to report that our Alexandrine neighbors have enjoyed my juice blends, praising their light sweetness. Perhaps I needn't worry about competing with energy drinks after all. Why, there may even be a viable market for my products over there.
Hell yeah. Honestly, they probably need healthier options over in Alexandria, to be honest. Are you also Pemeka? Ever since we held our appreciation sale, I've received an influx of requests to write and send letters outside Tuliolo. For me, it's an important reminder that our country is more connected than we often realize. Yeah, family sometimes spreads to the four winds, man, yeah. I have relatives all over the country. One on the west coast, one on the east coast. Speaking of sale, I managed to find the most wondrous ointment for my wrists. I need only apply a small amount and the pain of writing all but melts away. Hell yeah, good for you, Glass. Don't overwork yourself still, though. Alright, Papani.
Why, hello there, Kelwin. Have you happened across any impeccably crafted metalworks lately? As for myself, I brought a Yokoi stone sculpture during the event.
Sorry.
You know what they say? To create art, an artisan must live and breathe art.
Alright, Ralsoj. Might be in the effect of the appreciation sale, but we've been getting a lot more orders of late, and from all sorts of folk. Oh, and Pashnine is here. Alright, don't you handle though?
Fancy seeing you here, Cohen. We've got some phenomenal catches in stock today. And since Passionate is sticking around for a while yet, I might actually manage to sell them.
When I received Donohano's letter about the appreciation sale, my parents encouraged me to spend more time in Tuliolo that I might broaden my horizons as a proud, full-fledged Wallaki.
Hell yeah, dude.
I expect there is much to learn before I return home.
Proud, full-fledged Wallaki. That's my boy. Because he passed the trials. Alright, Shinye.
Welcome, Kelwin. Did you enjoy the appreciation sale while it lasted?
Personally, I enjoyed traveling to the outskirts to spread... I enjoyed traveling to the outskirts to spread the word. Though it could scarcely be called a proper journey. It was still great fun, and I look forward to my next opportunity. Hell yeah, dude. Spread your wings. But first, I'm about to raise Uvlo's wages. Like you, he's a worker of tireless dedication, so I dare say he's earned it. Hell yeah, give this lad a raise. Did you get a chance to meet the previous gatherer who worked for the apothecary briefly? We spoke during the appreciation sale and I was asked to look after Shunya. Is it not passing strange for an employer to be placed in the care of a subordinate? Well, then again, given Shunya's sluggish disposition, I think I can see why. Yeah, he's a lookout for him, man. You just gotta look out for each other. Perhaps we are not the only culture that views neighbors as family. Yeah. I wonder how highly I happen to rank on that case. In Shunya's view? Man, you're good. You're good, man. All right. So yeah, that's a little bit of a check in there with the squad. It's a pretty cute. It is a pretty cute wrap up quest. Got to check in a little bit and go on a little bit of a trip with the gatherer lads. All right. Yeah, that's it for the Wachumeqimeqi capstone quest there. That's it. This is all we'll get from the crafting and gathering Dawntrail role quests. Also, Biz, you said cutest things in existence in general? Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the Discord. Hold on. These little cats. Interesting design to them. Got like the ribbon but nothing attached to it. And the little glasses. Very cute though. Very cute design. And then this lot as well with the little ramen bowls. Very cute. Very cute. Kind of simplified but very adorable design. What is this from though? Is this like a little animation or like a little game or what? Oh, it's from ZZZ, I see. They just also have the little cats. Or is it somebody like drew that as fan art, or is that like in the game or like what? Also, real quick, before we get to what we're going to be doing next today, so because the Hildebrand stuff was way shorter than I thought it was going to be, we can probably go out to we can go out to the Pelu Pelu and do the next chapter of the Pelu Pelu rep. I think doing the round of side quests will get us to the next reputation level. But before we do that, let's pop by my apartment real quick and let's find a spot for the Wachumeqimeqi balloon. Let's do that. Yeah, ZZZ have a lot of cats. Yeah, I think I remember one of the trailers there was the cats in there. That's great, dude. Cats are always great. Toss some cute little cats and anything, immediately great. All right. Let's see. Let's get over to the apartment. The good old apartment. Hold on. Yeah. We're currently at the maximum item limit for the apartment though, so I'll have to ditch something in there. Ditch something in there and see how big the balloon is as well. All right. I like how things are set up over here in the kitchen area. We technically maybe don't need this picture up here. Just like it. We could ditch one of these things on the table. Like this thing with the Google and the Namazu. And we can just do that. We can just do that. Hold on. Here we are. And then... Okay, that's tabletop, but this thing is relatively big. This thing is relatively big. We can put it over here. Maybe we'd have to, where would we even find a spot for this? Be too big to put over here. We could have it on this table and I can move this crystal elsewhere. That might be good. Or maybe put it in this corner. Then it would be blocking some of the bookshelf. Be blocking some of the bookshelf. I can't put anything on top of this bookcase. I'd be like, that'd be pretty great. Yeah, it'd be too big to put on my collectible shelves here, I think. It'd block the picture at the top too. And this is currently where we have Carbuncle hanging out. So I think probably... Yeah, the best thing would be moving this crystal here. But where to move you? Where to move you though? Here, hang out there for a second. There we go. Now we have a little something from Tuliolol in our house. Perfect. Let me rotate it. Let's see which way it looks best. I liked it the other way. I liked it the other way with the wing facing towards this way. Oh hey Bora, hello, welcome. How's stream been? It's been good. Unfortunately, like OBS just like flickered out on me, and then we had a little bit of a crash, so the VOD's been split up. But otherwise, we did the new chapter of the Hildebrand story. It's pretty short, but it was very interesting. It was very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where the new Hildebrand story is going to take us for Dawntrail. And we just finished doing the crafting and gathering capstone quest. So. Since we got this little replica Tuliololin balloon, airship balloon as a reward, I've just been like, all right, let's pop by my old apartment here to place it somewhere. Yeah, technically the VOD's been broken up into 3 pieces, like Biz said, yeah. But I really like gathering like the different knickknacks in the apartment here. That kind of showcases like the Warrior of Light's journey. Like Kelwyn has like gathered a bunch of knickknacks from her adventures. So like over here I have a bunch of different stuff on this shelf. And then I have a bunch of different things over here. Like the Crystarium and Amarot pictures, and then we have the mole banner. And this is also from the Asm Steps, this instrument. And then we have some stuff like Heavenswardy things over here. Like the dragon lamp and the little chest statue. Let me see where I can put this though, because this is supposed to be my representation for like the Realm Reborn, you know, like Crystal Tower kind of vibe. And I think leaving the balloon there is probably good, but I could maybe, if I squeeze it over, listen, maybe we just scoot things over a little bit. maybe we just scoot-a-loot things. Snuggle this right up in there. And then we don't even need to move the crystal. Perfect. just a nice and snug. Move it out from the wall a little bit. I straighten this a little bit. Those are ether crystals, right? Well, they're crystals of some capacity. I don't know if it'd specifically be ether. It would probably be like elemental crystals, maybe. You can get them in a whole bunch of different colors. But yeah, if I were to have to bet, I would probably be like elemental crystals. So it would probably be like this one would probably be like water crystals or something in that capacity. Like the kind we use for crafting as well. So like earth crystals would be yellow, for example. Okay. Yeah, you do. I think you can get these in several other colors. I think I have a yellow one in my storage somewhere. In the storage somewhere. But it reminds me of the Crystal Tower color crystals, so that's why I put this here. Because like I said, it's like a little... I have something from like every expansion in this little corner. Let me see if I can maybe bring... Oh, no, hold on. Bring this out of this a little bit forward. Maybe put this a little bit back. That would totally get bopped by the shutters if they were to close. There we go. Move that aside just a little bit. The balloon is pretty tall. The balloon is pretty tall. I could move this and put the balloon over in this corner. Can see it peeking over the little edge there. What if we were to turn this around? I'll say OBS stands for overly broken system after all. Yeah, sometimes things like this can be pretty finicky. Ah man, I think this looks okay, but maybe we're better off having it closer to the rest of the knickknacks, honestly. Put this back over here. We just tug that over there. Squeeze it in. Maybe if we rotate it just slightly. A little more. That could work. That could work. You know what? I think that looks good. Alright, now we have, like I said, a little bit of Tubuyola representation in here. It's a pretty big item. It's a pretty big item. It could honestly fit on the ground somewhere, but I wouldn't know where exactly to place it. Maybe if I moved... Let's say maybe if I moved the shelf over, or like this part over, perhaps I could fit it in here. I don't think it looks too terrible over there. Stretch check, hydrate check. Thanks, Biz. You know, yeah, probably before we continue on to the next stuff we're gonna do, I'll take a. It has been a couple hours since we started. has been a couple hours here, so I'll probably take a second to stand up and do some stretches before we. The next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be continuing the Pelu Pelu reputation. Assuming I think the next round of side quests will get me to the next reputation level. For the dailies today, I think. Man, probably. Probably. If not, then we also have to do the seasonal event today as well, and continue our custom delivery storyline. So let's see. Let me just. I guess I could move this. Yeah, I can come back to this. I can come back to this and always check. But I do like I said, I do like having like the different knickknacks representing the Warrior of Light's journey. Like I said, like Kelwyn's like been collecting them and stuff like that. And so far, like, I have these sort of like Heavensward things, and I have a couple of things from like mostly the Asm Steppe and Doma, to be honest. I don't think I got nothing from Garabania, but maybe at some point I collect this stuff. This is like from the Doman Enclave, and this is like a Seiryuu statue. So it's like, and this is from the Kojin. It's just like all of this is nothing Garabanian. And then we have, this plant is from Raktika. You get this from the bicolored gemstone vendor. And then I have the pictures of the different, of like the Crystarium and Amarant and things like that. And then in terms of Endwalker, I don't really have a lot of Endwalker things either. But maybe I haven't really done a lot of I haven't done the shared fates for Endwalker yet. And they sometimes have some nice housing items. So maybe there'll be something like that. Because right now, all I really have is, like, these chairs are technically the Charlayan chairs that are in the inn room in Charlayan. Technically, this is true. I've dyed them green, though. They're usually blue. But I've dyed them green because it fits in with my color scheme. And then we have this statue, which is from the Culmination questline for the reputations. For the reputations in Endwalker. So that's technically also Endwalker, but otherwise not that much else besides. Like, it'd be cool to have something like Davnarian looking, or a little bit more Charlayan in here. That could be nice. That could be nice. But yeah, I do like my apartment. I do like it. Like I said, we'll keep this airship here for now, but I might end up moving it. Maybe I'll end up sliding this partition back a little bit, and I could put it like here next to the shelf with some of the other knickknacks I have. Because right now I have like the Porksy plushie, the Kate Sith plushie. This was from the Kojin rep. I don't remember where I got this because I just had it in my inventory when I came back to the game. So I picked it up somewhere in A Realm Reborn. Something from Realm Reborn gave me this little Chocobo Chick plushie, but it's got like a little star effect, and I'm just like, this is something that I apparently got from Realm Reborn times. And then I really like this lantern. And then this little robot was from the dwarf reputation in Shadowbringers, and then this was from this is our little model of the G warrior from the weapons quest line. So, and then I got my little carbuncle plush down there. And then over here is just like the map of Eorzea with the different Eorzea zones. And I have a separate, bigger world map over here. I do hope that they maybe release an in-game item like this that has the new expanded map that includes Toral and stuff like that. And the clouded over Mericidia. We'll see if they want to do that. Or maybe like, maybe we'll get if they're planning on updating the map more, if we're doing a lot of, going to be going and explore new places, for example, in the next expansion or whatever, maybe they'll want to put out another one later. And then I have my little, reading nook back here. And then the little kitchen area over here. And then the little nature area over here. But yeah, I like what I've done with my apartment. Like I said, I like the like references to like all the different Warrior of Light's adventures that I have scattered about. Maybe hold on. I am so freaking persnickety though. Like I'll come back in here, I'll be like, hold on, I need to rotate this slightly. What if I rotate this just a little bit? It's not centered, and then I'll come back and like center it or whatever have you. That's good.